It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another production here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. It is our mission to try to bring you some news you can use. Today is no exception to that rule. Follow me on Twitter, X, at The Mike Prince Show. Subscribe to the YouTube channel with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Do visit our website at obnradio.com. And you could always check us out in and out each and every day, 24 hours a day. With all that being established, let us jump right into today's episode. Well, it was a rainy weekend over the footprint of the Southwestern Athletic Conference for baseball. With that being established, only a couple of select games were able to be captured. In fact, Alcorn and Southern made up some games on Sunday with a doubleheader. Alcorn dropping both of those games. They'll finish that series on today. Meanwhile, as they would say back at the ranch, Prairie View and Texas Southern not able to get the games off the ground. So it's really becoming a log jam now with how they're going to finish the season. Another important series coming up for Prairie View with Grambling this weekend. And it's looking like, as we're running out of time for the regular season, that it might revert back to the 80% rule. And those, remember, the Panthers actually won the West with a bit of controversy with the 80% rule. It had Coach Carlos James from University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff in somewhat of an uproar. But the way they have rescheduled the seasons to start and end for the Southwestern Athletic Conference, it looked like, unless a multiple of miracles happen, that you will have this 80% factor. And that's just simply where 80% of the games that are being played will count, and then they'll determine the placing. But it is safe to assume, as far as the West is concerned, that you will have the four teams already established unless a total collapse happens between Prairie View and Southern. They'll flip-flop, and they could be as not one, but 2 to 3, 4, or whatever that case would be. But so we have Grambling, Texas Southern, and Prairie View qualifying from the West. Now, as we mentioned, Arkansas Pine Bluff blew their opportunity losing in the series against Alcorn. So it would seem that unless there's just a total collapse, that those will be your four teams representing the West. On the East, it's a bit more stable, although Alabama A&M was giving Alabama State fits over the past weekend. Your four teams that will be established would be FAMU, Bethune-Cookman, Alabama State, and Jackson State. So it's really getting down to the crunch. Meanwhile, as far as softball is concerned, those are already locked and loaded. The tournament will start on Tuesday, May 7th, by way of Gulfport, Mississippi. So the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, coming in on a 7-game win streak, will be representing the West as the top ranked team throughout the entire Southwestern Athletic Conference. So we're wishing the Lady Panthers well, as the teams will get set to do battle from Gulfport, Mississippi. And about 240 miles roughly north of Gulfport will be Montgomery, Alabama. Why do I mention Montgomery, Alabama? Because on May 8th will be the start of the Black College World Series. It's going to feature 8 black schools, or HBCU schools, that will play for the championship rounds in Montgomery, Alabama, at the old Biscuits Stadium. Nice stadium. I've had the pleasure of being there on a couple of times. And you'll have your schools ready to do battle. You'll have Talladega, Florida Memorial, even though there is a little controversy with Florida Memorial's coach, quote unquote, stepping down just before the start of this. You'll have Bluefield, Miles. You'll also have Savannah State representing, Jarvis Christian, Wiley College, and Edward Waters to round out the 8 teams that'll be matched up. Be like a round robin from the NAIA, and then the division schools and then a one-game standoff for the championship to be played on May 11th. And we'll try to keep you up to date on all the development of that. A lot of baseball in the air. We know football is just around the corner, but right now it's time for the boys on the diamond to shine, as well as the ladies. We'll continue to sort through the mumble jumble that is making up the final stretch run of the Southwestern Athletic Conference baseball, and we'll figure out what's what, who's who, and whenever. Just a reminder, the start of the Panther Backers golf tournament is today, and we're wishing all participants well, good luck, and thanks to Dino Robinson and the crew for doing an outstanding job of putting this annual event together, as well as their continued support and love for Prairie View A&M University Athletics. They've been providing that consistent help since 1995. If you want to be a part of the Panther Backers movement, get in contact with Brother Dino at 713-417-2090. And also want to thank the Prairie View Athletic Club. They've been serving consistent support for Prairie View Athletics since 1986. And if you want to be a part of that PV Athletic Club movement, get in contact with the president, Mr. Greg Alston, at 713-562-8181. My time has come where I must exit stage left for right now. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget, keep up with me on Twitter X at The Mike Prince Show, as we'll try to get the update on when and if Prairie View and Texas Southern will get their series in. They're going to have to, because it's going to play such a critical role in determining how the West shall be won. I've got to go. My time is far spent. So until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.